Alright, so tomorrow on the 10th of May, we are getting a new UMA banner, and that is Mejiro Palmer. She is a frontrunner specific to the medium and long distance racetrack. And honestly, I'm going to be upfront with you here, she is really not strong in the current meta. Let's break down why and if she's still worth pulling for. So, first, let's talk about what Mejiro Palmer actually do. She's a frontrunner with an aptitude on A on both the medium and long distance. The bad news is that she has F aptitude on Mal, so she's kind of hard to build in the track placer scenario due to the Mal requirements. The good news is that Mejiro Palmer is the second runway Uma to be introduced into the game alongside Salon Suzuka. Her stat bonus is 10% on speed, which is pretty good for a frontrunner. Nothing too crazy, but it fits the style she's designed for. Now, let's talk about her unique Keep Pushing Ahead. The effect itself is actually pretty strong. It gives you a 2.5% speed bonus plus a gold recovery equivalent of stamina recovery. And the base duration for this unique is 6 seconds, which is longer than the usual unique. So on paper, it sounds really great. But the activation condition is where it makes this unique pretty harsh. To activate this unique, Major Palmer needs to maintain the top 20% position of the whole race. So basically in the CM, this means she needs to be always in the first or second position from the start of the race all the way until the 50% mark of the race. If there is another frontrunner or runway that push her out of that top two position, then the unique is gone forever and you cannot activate it for the whole race. And here's the thing. Frontrunner lobbies, as we all know, have been running rampant these days. Well, of course, because they are literally the best style, and if you build it properly, you can just smash out the lobbies and win most of the races. When you have multiple frontrunners all competing for the front, or basically just the top three spots of the race, maintaining that position consistently is generally difficult. Luckily, Major Palmer herself has access to the runway skill, which means if she uses this, the only frontrunner that can compete is San Suzuka. Major Palmer is kind of forced into being a perma-lock runaway due to this and her unique. Because if she's run as a normal frontrunner, chances are you will never see her unique activates because there are so much other stronger frontrunners that can overtake her in the early races. Her kit itself contains really strong skills for a frontrunner. Not as complete as Valentine Bourbon, but still pretty good. She have decent middle leg speed skills and two good code speed skill that is See You Later and Vanguard Spirit. Both of these skills are pretty much guaranteed to be activated because the requirement is just being at the front of the pack with some other minor requirements. All in all, a solid kit for a frontrunner, although she doesn't have groundwork in her kit, which is the major downside of any frontrunners beside technically Valentine Bourbon, so you need to take this into account. One more thing is an important point I want to make about Major Palmer and the Trailblazer scenario. As we all know, the secret events from the Trailblazer scenario itself is disabled. This means we cannot complete Major Palmer's secret event, that is winning both the Arimakinen and Takarusuka Kinen, to unlock the runway skill in the Trailblazer scenario. So you need to will her in URA or the Unity Cup scenario, which is technically the same issue that Salan Suzuka is currently facing, making her quite not that good and you don't see her as much. Major Palmer specifically has some synergy with the runway playstyle given her kit, but since that playstyle is not achievable in the Trailblazer scenario, she just loses a lot of her potential while the Trailblazer scenario is still ongoing. So keep that in mind, as she will probably not see much uses until the scenario itself ends. She is definitely not a meta pick Uma, but if Major Palmer is your Oshi, then absolutely go for it. She will still perform decently, especially on medium and long distance racetrack. But if you are pulling purely for meta value, I'd rather suggest you to save your carrots. Also, a small additional section regarding the support card banners that will be run alongside Major Palmer. The banners are just reruns of the Fukukitaru speed card and a Rise Shower power card. Honestly, even though the Fukukitaru card is a really strong card and a meta card for the Trailblazer scenario, I don't think there's really much point in rolling this card anymore. We are basically already halfway through the scenario duration, and it's better to save your cards for the future banner cards that are more important, like Summon Marsensky for the Frontrunners and Agnes Tachyon speed card for the current life scenario. As for the Rashar Power card, this card already kind of fell off and almost see no uses unless you have her at MLB from the Unity Cup days. She is not worth pulling as of this point. That's it, that's the quick banner review for the upcoming banners. As always, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.